do, don't we? I'm sure I know that. Hey, you can't bring those big bikes here. What a rocket, mate. Saw you at the bike shop a few weeks ago, eh? You were in at MRU a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure you were, because I remember you got a different air cleaner on. That's why you've got all this. Yeah. Jeez.
That is lovely.
Yeah, just stepping in with a voiceover here. I did see this guy at the bike shop about a month ago. I got him on a video, actually. He's rocked in. He's really a perfect stranger. And next thing I've got him doing a talk about his bike. And then I take his little 100 for a 5-kilometre run, which I didn't think I'd ever do. I hadn't ridden 100cc since the late 60s. He had a ride on my Honda 500, which he hadn't ridden since back in the 70s or 80s, whenever it was. Yeah, it's amazing when you're on bikes that you get a total stranger really just pulls up and next thing you ride his bike. And he'll do a interview on talking about the bike, which I was quite amazed. But Cliff and I were just standing there, been looking at his bike. I'd ridden Cliff's 1200, was the last bike I'd ridden after this 100, so there was a little bit of difference. Anyway, we'll let him go.
When you're ready, Steve.
Right. So this is the bike that I've put together from boxes and boxes of bits. It's made up of really 3 motorcycles. It's a 1972 frame with the side panels from that same early model. The fuel tank is from an 81 model. You can see there that I put the decals on because originally it had the badges on the side. The engine is from an 87 model. I've rounded off the fins because I thought the fins on the later engine looked too sharp. The air cleaner is off the original 72, but because it doesn't align with the intake on the engine, it runs now with just a small pod filter. The lube system has been disconnected, so it just runs a 30-to-1 premix. Other things that were made in order to get the job done: front forks from an 81, the lights from the 72, the switch gear I think from the earlier model, the instruments from a later model. The front mudguard, I'm not sure what that came from. The back mudguard was the front mudguard off of some other motorcycle. I made the bracket for the tail light. I like the look of those 70s style rods that they used to use. Made the chain guard. That was from a piece of guttering from a hardware store. And the tyres, they're very difficult to get, 2.5 inch. They're very narrow, but you can get them out of Asia for about $35 for the pair. Engine otherwise is pretty standard. I did take it apart, cleaned up the rings, got some score marks off of the barrel, did the crankshaft seals. Clutch was sticking, so I've just cleaned up the plates. But other than that, it's running very, very well. It's proving to be very reliable. You can leave it for a week or two and it will start quite easily. So the engine rattles a bit, but other than that it seems to work quite fine. There you have it. I even made these because I couldn't get the small little plastic squares that were originally there. So the purists will see lots of things that is not right about the bike, but I think the end result was that it's something that looks good enough for me, and it reminds me of the Fizzy I used to have when I was 16.
The Fizzy, which is the 50cc?
50cc with pedals.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Whereabouts in England were you from originally?
From Essex.
Essex, eh? Anyway, thanks for that, Steve. Steve's just happened to ride past here and he pulled in and he wanted to do a video for me, which is what I'm wanting to do with the guys these days. You got a little fuel filter in there, I see too.
Yeah, I think that's just because on an older tank, although
Yeah,
it's been
I don't-
lined, you never quite know what sort of rubbish there.
I like the way you've made them because they look real. They look like the originals. I know I had them on a 100cc ag bike. I had a Yamaha.
Yeah, and I think in the earlier days, I know when I had one, the panels would vibrate loose and fall off. So I've just put some rubber
Yeah.
seals in there
Oh,
just
my
to
goodness.
stop them coming away.
Thanks very much, Steve.
Thank
I'll
you.
get this on Classic Motorcycles Australia and make sure you subscribe, eh?
I look forward to seeing it.
Thanks, buddy.